Okay, we start here at the football field. Okay, again, this is on the 7th of May, 2011. Come down through town there. That one street you're seeing, we're just coming down. A lot of people lined up on it, cheering you. Circle back around and go out of town the back way here. Excuse me. Our first water stop's at the top of this hill here. Carry enough water with you at the beginning of the race to skip this first stop because it gets real crowded. A lot of people in line. Someone built Ascari, the name of the racetrack, Ascari Racetrack. Basically, you can come up here and rent a car, drive a race car on the track. And I forgot, I don't know what the prices are, but they're on the internet. Ascari, A-S-C-A-R-I. They got phone number and stuff, so there's some people around here that have done it. You come back down the same way you went up, and we take a right, turn north again. Okay, Ariete. Went through Ariete. Yeah, you go through here, everybody out cheering, a lot of nice people in the streets and stuff. Come down through the valley, make some good time down through here. But what time you gain there, you're going to lose here. It's a long climb. In the heat of the day, and believe me, it gets hot on this long mountain climb. Sun beating on your neck. And you've done basically your first marathon at this point. A couple years ago, we had to move over a few times for a few ambulances to come by. People suffering meltdowns from the heat. Hopefully this year it's not that hot. Today's April 14th, 2012. This year's race is May 11th, so less than a month for the race this year. The track every year seems to be pretty much the same. They may have a little small changes in the course, but nothing really significant. One year we did 104 kilometers though instead of 101. Added a detour. Well, there was a lot of unhappy campers about that, but it all worked out in the end. You just wasn't going to get a personal record that year. You got a personal record last year in 17 hours and 51 minutes on this course right now that you're looking at. This blue line actually is my GPS track, and I've laid my GPS track over into Google Earth, and that's how I've done this here. We're just following my GPS track from the 2011 Ronda 101 race right here. And we're just following that path. Again, it's a very nice race. Plenty of support. A lot of warm people along the course in the towns and pueblos that you pass through. They're great, outstanding. Put a little pep in your step sometime when you need it. It's always nice. Here's Alcalá del Valle. See that climb on the other side? It don't look like much here, but that baby's tough. Alcalá del Valle. That's a tough climb over there though, and really this video doesn't do it justice. Last year you could have got really good money for an energy gel here at this climb, because this baby was mean. Matter of fact, we took a break at the top of the hill. Well, in the hill is a little mountain, but you didn't see anybody running up this baby. You're scraping your knees on this one. A lot of people were resting right here at the top, which is what we did too. But yeah, I won't hesitate to recommend this race. It's an outstanding race. 63 euros, so that basically works out to €1 a mile. Can't beat that. A good deal. Plenty of food, plenty of support. You get a t-shirt, you get a shirt for entering, you get a finisher shirt, you get a finisher certificate, you get a finisher's medal. The medal is actually a ceramic, special ceramic piece from the Legion. It's pretty neat. Very nice. This is a very nice area through here. We're coming up on Centennial de las Bodegas. The people here are extremely warm. You'll get a big cheering fan base here. You're running down through there, and you come down the sidewalk, running through the town where all of the stores and bars are built into the side of the mountain, Centennial de las Bodegas. And they're sitting outside at the tables, and they're wanting you to get your picture taken with them, and they're cheering you on. I mean, they're great. Definitely can use it at this point. You're about halfway through your race. So it's a very nice motivator coming through Centennial. Beautiful little town too. Beautiful place. A few years ago we stopped my friend. He got a beer there. Had a little break. I got my picture taken with some of the tourists and some of the locals outside a bar. They were having a good time. They were loving cheering on everybody coming through. So you can have a good time. That's what it's all about. It's like going camping. You just stay on your feet for 24 hours. So it's a blast. Getting in a little tougher terrain now. Good climb here. For the most part, the course is pretty habitable. The last part of it gets a little tough after the Quartel, after the 75 kilometers. The Ermita, you'll see that after a while. You do this race, you'll never forget the Ermita. It occupies a special space in your mind. Down the backside of the mountain here. Beautiful country. If you love the outdoors, you'll love this race. I like this. I can see where all these swimming pools are. Take a dip. Actually, it gets pretty cold. It gets hot during the day in the mountains. After nightfall, it gets very cold. Temperature drops significantly. I carried 3 extra pair of socks during the race. Barrio Las Latas. Keep your feet dry. Blisters are an issue. It can be. It could be detrimental to your race. Here's the Quartel, Chow Hall, 75 kilometers. You can see all the GPS track there at the Chow Hall. You come out of here, you got your work cut out for you after 75 kilometers. You get a good warm-up running down this road after you ate, drink some Coca-Cola, coffee, and you come to the Ermita here. This baby is tough. It's like it will never get over with. It's a very long climb. But it shall pass. Said you meet a lot of nice people. You have the opportunity to meet a lot of nice people in this race. Meet people from all over the place. Some people march this whole thing. There was an older guy last year. I don't know, we saw him all the time. We'd stop getting something to eat and he'd come past us just trucking, walking. He was probably in his 60s. I think he finished before we did, and he didn't run a meter of it. He walked the whole thing, but he was walking fast. Now going down these switchbacks on this backside's tough. It's almost as bad as that climb there. And at the bottom, there's a really good place for food and coffee, hot coffee here. We get some of that, top off our energy stores before we take off down this road. I was real cold going down through here. My buddy Jim, he says, come on, let's run, get that heat going. So we booked. We put some time behind us going down this. Got that heat going, felt a lot better. Warming up. Okay, we just passed Monte Hockey there. There'd been O'Han here. Circle the wagons and move back out. We're 14 minutes into the video. Roughly 17-minute video for our 17-hour and 51-minute race last year. We're at an elevation of 1,500 feet right now. This is the highway to hell here, baby. It just seemed like it won't end. Long sojourn out of here. Couple good stops with hot coffee and hot chocolate. Don't pass them up. Got to keep those energy stores going. Eat you some pieces of banana, orange. They have little pastries at a lot of the places. I know Jim tells me, my running buddy, tells me, he said, you're the only person I know that gains weight during this race. He said, you get your money's worth in food. I said, hey man, this body's got to be powered by something. I do tend to eat a lot on the runs. This is the long sojourn back here. You can see Ronda way off in the foreground here on the right over there. "16 minutes into the video. Go up and down, run down through the flats, down under the cliffs of Ronda here. We're going to run right down below the cliffs. It's pretty cold down in this flat here in the morning, 3 o'clock. A few years ago, man, my teeth were chattering. I keep enough warm stuff now. I usually put me a jacket, a wool hat, some gloves at the 75-kilometer at the Quartel, the chow hall. And I picked that up and put it on, so I want to be warm from now on. I'll never do this and be freezing like I did that one year. The Quartel, I don't put anything at the 59K drop, but the 75K at the Quartel where we go into our warm meal, I do put a jacket and gloves and hat. Stay warm there. Other than that, I just carry about 3 pairs of extra socks. Keep my feet dry, change socks. So you come up that tough climb there at the end of Ronda, and you got to run down the main street here. Go across the bridge. This bridge is actually recessed down into the gorge. It's not up like that. And you come down this street right by this bull ring here, the bull ring. And we're going to come down here and turn into Parque de Alameda, right here on the left. You will go up in here. There'll be people here directing you into the park, people cheering around, lights, and you'll get to the finish line right there. Clock your time. And then eat. They have a good hot meal waiting for you at the finish line. Thank you for viewing.